that level of chef, and he's done so much in his life. So you guys welcome Elliot. Elliot, welcome to Rossie's Clubhouse. Thanks
Well,
for
thank you.
taking
Thank you.
time out to come in tonight.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. It's weird being like, when you're a chef, you get the daily praise, like, oh my God, Elliot, this is so good. but when I quit working at restaurants, I didn't get that validation or those comments every day.
Yeah.
And it like threw me into like depression almost.
Really?
Yeah, like I still heard it, but it wasn't like every day, you know.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so amazing, you're so good, you're just and I'm like, okay, whatever. But then when people don't do it, you're like, what's wrong with me? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. When you came to the Riverview, and you guys, the Riverview is a restaurant out in East County, Troutdale, Oregon. It was a beautiful restaurant when it was built from the ground up. It was owned by Junki Yoshida, and this restaurant was just, it was beautiful. Everyone wanted to work at this restaurant. I was there when it was day one opened up, original staff, and the food was like Asian fusion, American type of food. Really good chef there, Ryan Hampton. It was just really good. But when Elliot came in, it was different. He had a different type of energy. This kid stood out. I mean, all over the place, but he knew his freaking food. And when I tasted, I think the first thing I tasted of Elliot's was we had a lamb chop. It was lamb chop special, and I never had it before. And it was the best. It was to the point where I wouldn't let anyone else cook my food.
Actually, I remember, yeah, for like employee meals.
Yeah, it was lamb chop, and he did an amazing. We would have like on Easter there would be what was it? Just one setting. It was just one menu, like a buffet style.
Holidays, we try to do that, like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, we did brunch.
Right.
Just
and
like
he made the amazing prime rib. Let me just say the most amazing prime rib that I've ever tasted before. And then Elliot moved on to doing winemakers dinners and, you know, 6 courses. And it was the best. It was at a level where you knew this kid's going somewhere. When you came to the Riverview, was that the first time that you start cooking, or did you start cooking way before you came to the Riverview?
So at the age of 16, I dropped out of high school, junior year, went to Job Corps in Springdale, and they had a culinary like diploma type of like certificate. Okay. Yeah, it's like a trade school, and it goes towards your high school diploma. Anyways, that's how I graduated high school and started off from there. They like give you an internship when you complete the schooling or whatever.
Right.
And I did it at like Portaterra Hilton downtown. And I was like the pantry cook making $12.50 in 2000. It was 2003 and 4, or no, 2003. Yeah, I worked there for almost a year, and then I quit and went in the Army. So it was like,
oh, did you go into the Army?
Yeah, 03.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was crazy. I got the fuck out. It was like I went to Fort Benning. I was 11 Bravo, 2 Charlie.
Wow.
And it was the most like intense training you can get in the Army, and it like broke my legs, like quite literally. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long did you stay in?
03, 04. I got out in the end of 04 or so. And I enlisted when I was 17 because I was like emancipated because of the Job Corps thing. I could do it.
Right.
So
and so you start cooking like when you got out of the Army and you went to the Riverview, would that be like the first professional job, or you moved up to where, because you started there as what was it, just a line cook, and then before you knew it you was like up for sous chef, and then you're like you just took off?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I was hired as a lead at Riverview, but before that I opened up Central Cafe.
Okay.
That was a breakfast lunch place.
Okay.
A guy named Rob that was friends with my mom. Anyways, I started working for him, I think when I was 15 or 16 in his kitchen, just cooking. Like,
wow.
The chef, I forget his name. He was like ex-meth addict and just rowdy, shaved head, and just fucking breads and more pancakes. It's like yelling and screaming at me, and I'm like a little kid. And then I decided from that to go into Job Corps to do the culinary. So yeah, it was Central Cafe, which years later turned into Sweet Betty's.
Okay.
Same owner, and then was bought by this lady named Faith. But I was trying to buy it because we just sold our coffee shop, and
Okay.
anyways, it's yeah. But the timeline is sweet. It was Central Cafe, Job Corps, Hilton, and then Army, and then I came home, worked at Geno's. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
oh wait, before Geno's, I worked at Fairlawn Good Samaritan as the executive chef
Okay.
at 19.
Yeah. That's
For
what I'm
a
saying. You're
while,
so
yeah.
young.
I think from yeah, it was like at least it was like 05, 06, but I got in a really bad car accident in 2005 and lost like
Okay.
years of my memories.
Wow.
I had amnesia. Like I had this girlfriend that said we were dating and we broke up like months ahead. It was like my friends were like, dude, you guys broke up. Like she's like crazy. Like you're not with her. And I'm just like, but she's being really nice. I don't know.
What
So
inspired you to cook? Like, when did you fall in love with food? Was that always something that you wanted to do, or was it just, did
uh,
it just happen?
so like when I was growing up, I had a half pipe in my backyard, like through like 8th grade through high school.
Okay.
Everybody come over and skate it after school, like
Right.
20 kids sometimes,
Right.
So I'd like start cooking them like ramen, and then it was like mac and cheese, and then it was like quesadillas that were like perfectly butter fried and like,
Right.
with Tillamook cheese and like, I don't know.
Mm.
I just got like really good at like simple things. Like I made the world's best top ramen, add an egg to it, like crazy stuff. People were like, "What? This is nuts," And I was like,
Right.
and stuff. And then I kind of noticed that when I went through Job Corps, they have like a tar
Okay.
sheet, I guess that's what they called it, and it's like a checkoff list of all the things you have to cook and present,
Okay.
like an omelet, fried egg,
Okay.
up to prime rib, how to sear a
Wow.
steak, everything. It's like every single thing as a cook needs to learn.
Right.
There's 11-month program. So yeah.
Wow. When
But
you, first of all, like, what was the favorite food that you love to cook? Like, something that you love to throw on and just, or holidays. Like, what do you normally cook? That's
oh
just like
man,
your favorite. You
I don't know. Like for holidays, I'm always doing turkey. Like, you know, I brine a turkey usually 2 days. I'll brine it, and
okay.
then I deep fried one year. It was amazing, and then I just slow cook them at like I'll start it off at 400 degrees and like
Right.
sear the skin, and
Mm.
then I turn it down to like 280 and let
Mm.
it go for like 6 hours or something, and then it's like fall off the bone,
Oh,
juicy.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've never
I
had a
do a
turkey
lot of
like that.
prime rib at home too. Like it's funny you said prime rib earlier.
Yeah.
I still do that. So
Do you really?
yeah. And I got I have my own seasoning company, pestle and mortar,
Right.
and it's just like an all perfect
Mm.
blend, like garlic, onion, paprika, salt, pepper, nothing like crazy. So
Heck
you can
yeah.
put on your fries, you put on your steak,
Heck yeah.
fish, whatever. So
And we'll definitely go into that because I want to make sure that people know where they can buy that. But your career led you to like TV shows. Like, when's I remember when you first got on a TV show. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because I wasn't shocked, but it was still like, oh my God, like he's really doing this. Like,
it
you
was
know what
so
I mean? Like that, you don't meet people like that every day.
it was so nuts. Like, okay, so it was a Craigslist ad that my wife found. I don't know why she was looking at it because I owned a restaurant at the time
Okay.
on Main Street in Gresham. It was called Pockets Pita Bar, and I spent like 85,000 building this restaurant out.
Wow.
So then Brad, remember Brad?
Brad Linguist. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he came to work for me and run it because I got picked to go on this show in South Carolina called Pressure Cooker as cast. It was like you and a buddy run through town, grab ingredients, and like cook a meal in 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
He was really good at running through town and getting everything I needed. And I went back early and started cooking, and then he brought it back later. and I finished like 4 hours, or like I finished in like 2.5 hours. The rest of
Right.
the teams didn't even come back to like 6 hours. And then I ended up losing because I made like 7 things on this plate. Like I just was like, oh, yeah, you know. And then it was against these two. At the time, they dressed us up as like Duck Dynasty. Like I had a beard,
Okay.
and my buddy had a beard down to it, like down to here, and we wore flannel
Yeah.
beanies and everything. And we were against 2 lesbian chicks that owned a food truck.
Okay.
And it was right the time when Duck Dynasty was like getting roasted for the gay, like anti-gay thing or whatever.
Right. Right.
And so it was like, what the fuck are you guys making us look like this for?
Right.
Like, and then we lost as like, like kind of like, oh, what? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
produced that way. And I'm like, so I was like, what the fuck? That was like my first experience with TV. And I thought it was so glamorous.
Yeah.
The culinary producer was Joe Lazo. And I was like, after we were shooting, we all went out and partied.
Did you really?
Stayed up all night. Yeah, and call time was 6 for B-roll, and it was like I was like, I made shrimp, but I couldn't like even talk at all because I was just, my eyes were blood red from still being, whatever. It was a whole crazy situation.
Right.
But I told him, I was like, hey, if you ever need a dishwasher or want like help, I'm down. I'll go.
Right.
And my restaurant that I like worked every single day at, and it was like all I opened it up with was $200 in the till and a full inventory. We ran for like a year and 8 months.
Damn. How many places have you owned up until that point? Because I mean, you owned a lot of places, and the fact that you have that entrepreneurial mind to go out there and get it. Like most
Yeah.
chefs that cook in restaurants, it's a safety thing. Like you said, it's you don't want to leave that. You have ideas of wanting to do it, but you're one of those that if you're gonna do something, you go out there and do it.
Yeah, like you can't fuck up. Like zero room for error. Like especially with production, any TV show, it's like everything, every lime, every lemon, every tomato, I dig through like Whole Foods piles and piles of produce to find,
Wow.
or my shopper does, or something like that. Whoever's the shopper for the shoot.
Right.
But like I owned up until that point 3 companies.
Okay.
Me and Derek, remember Derek?
Derek.
Big guy.
I don't remember him.
Derek Britton. Yeah.
Derek. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like always like my like I like joked around like I guess it was called Dembe, or like it means like voted one,
Okay.
Yeah, like he would just like I don't know, rock with me in these crazy ass kitchens throughout life, and
Right.
and then one day he just stopped talking to me. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
What about the private chef? Because you're also a private chef and you do catering. When you started, because in the midst of being a private chef, you've also gone on other shows. So you're always working around food. But being a private chef, how is that? And how do you go about doing that? And who do you cook for? And how does that work?
I've actually kind of taken like almost a year off of that
Okay.
completely, and I think that's why I like got a little bit depressed like a year ago. It was like
Right.
that what I was talking about. You don't get that daily praise or whatever. Like, oh, this is so good, thank you. Oh, that kind of stuff. And I didn't
Right.
realize until like somebody, I don't know, it just clicked. I was like, holy shit, that's why I'm depressed, because nobody's telling me I'm amazing all the time. It's like sounds so like conceited, but it's like
No,
chef.
I get it.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
and even as a server, it's the same thing. Like you guys are always getting
Yes.
praised, and it's like part of the hospitality industry.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Would you prefer to, like, I know that are you on the lookout for another place? I think you went and looked at another place and to buy another restaurant. Would you rather be in a restaurant setting than being the private chef or in the catering, or do you just like cooking to where I'm down for
I got like this
whatever?
X-Men gift that I can literally cook anything in the entire world if I've tasted it.
Okay.
So if I try it, I'm like, this has, oh my goodness, turmeric or, cinnamon or allspice or nutmeg.
Okay.
I got like this crazy taste, this tongue for like, I could just, and then I Sherlock Holmes it in my head, like
Right.
reverse engineering thing.
Right.
And I can just make it. So in production, it's like, all I have to write out is methods and basically me's out these celebrity chefs' ingredients. So they're those little glass bowls, like the little ramekins.
Yeah.
Here's this, how much salt, how much pepper, how much whatever,
Okay.
paprika, onion powder, blah, 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 blah. They don't have to measure it. It's just right. And here it is.
Okay. You're one of those that can, okay.
Well, yeah, that's like basically every celebrity chef you see on TV. They don't,
Yeah.
they're not planning their day. It's like me or my boss, Joe Lazo.
Okay.
So it's just crazy. And like I said, there's zero room for error. So that's its own, it's like every day at the French Laundry or something like that
Right.
because you can't production, like each minute in production is like $100,000. So
Right.
they're
Right.
waiting 30 seconds. You're getting your ass ripped, later. And it's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why can't people just be nice? But I just get yelled at, but hire me back. So, because
Right.
I throw down and I'm like wild, kind of crazy, when I do it, sing and hum. And
Yeah. Because I remember you'd be in the kitchen and like you're one of those chefs that when it's slammed, you used to sing songs,
I get
whatever.
giddy.
Yeah.
I get high on that shit, like those rushes and
Yeah.
or when I do these crazy catering jobs with like thousands of people, and it was service time. It was like, I had like 15 speed racks full of food that I had to put on like either a buffet or plates,
Right.
Because they all want to eat at the same time, but it's like, how do we do this? So it was crazy.
How do you run a kitchen when you're in charge? What type of owner are you, chef are you when you have young ones that are underneath you that want to be where you are? How does that work for you? Because that you deal with it's a lot of stress.
I've probably trained at least 50 people.
Okay.
From like dishwasher to cooking, and that's like a career now. They get a job as dishwasher and then they move up. Like, right. At least 50 people over all the different places across the fucking world at this point,
right.
I think I was looking at my resume. I think I've worked at like 11 restaurants.
Wow.
And done almost 12 TV shows. And
wow.
Right now, my biggest client is Shark Ninja. I do like their new like appliances and stuff, their infomercials and their ad campaigns and stuff.
Really?
Like
Damn.
That's like a month ago. Their new microwave air fryer coming out next year.
No, that's dope. What about?
They're like, oh, you're getting sued now.
What about like? Have you ever tried for like the Top Chefs, those type of shows? What do you think about those type of shows?
I was on Pressure Cooker and I'm like credited on IMDb.
Okay.
For it wasn't even Pressure Cooker. It was Epic Mealtime. So after I was on Pressure Cooker, it was like 3 months later, I got a call to be the lead for Epic Mealtime.
Wow.
Or Epic Meal Empire on FYI. And FYI network that is owned by, what is it? Food Network basically owns it all now.
Okay.
Yeah, they made a shit ton of money in those years where everybody's like, food shows, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chopped. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Chopped is like literally the only show where they don't give you extra time.
Oh really? So it's
like you don't do the last 10 seconds 15 times. Like that. We call it redo reality, I guess. And the other Cupcake Wars and like like that I've done, so I don't know.
Do you enjoy that? Do you like being on set? I mean, I know it's a lot of stress, but do you like those? Do you like that?
It's crazy because I'm more nervous for this this podcast than I am when I go do that. Like, because I
Okay.
just got it down, I guess. I know
Right.
what's going to be expected and what, like, I've always like visualized the entire event like in my
Okay.
head, like I had it like 15 times before I do it. Like I'm
Right.
gonna do this and that time, this, that, and that, and this, and I make like notes even now with AI, but before I just type it out on my notes or whatever on my phone.
Right.
But it was like, it's always been so I've been so lucky to be blessed to have so much fucking chaos. Like it's just like all these situations that are like so unbelievable that I'm like, I'm here again in this situation.
Right.
But I know I'll get through it because I've gotten through it before. So
Oh, you definitely have. I mean, you're definitely one that overcomes. You don't seem to whine about it. It is what it is. I've always respected you for that. Like you were one person in the kitchen that everyone's stressed out, and you're just like I said. Elliot would be singing the latest song that's on the radio.
I've seen people.
He is your radio station in the kitchen, and he's singing, and it's crazy. I mean, it was craziness when a Riverview was like the Riverview back in the day and when people were discovering it Friday nights. And you have not only an inside, you have a whole patio of tables, probably 10, 11 tables outside besides a huge restaurant, and it's getting hit all at once. And you're running the kitchen. I remember Ryan would be downstairs. He'd come up if it was really busy, but let's be real, you're running that kitchen.
I was like, get out of here. I don't want to
Yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah. Dustin would be like the backup, but you were in charge of that. And on top of that, not only were you doing a dinner service, guys, we also had moosh boosh. So every person that night would have to get one of those. And I want to ask you about that.
Yeah.
How do you go about planning a menu, like for your own menu? And you're opening up a place, how do you go about planning, okay, this is what I want on the menu, this is it? I mean, because it's a whole situation, and we don't know. As servers, we show up, the food is there, but we don't know what it takes to get it there or even to come up with a menu.
It's like, okay, for the winemakers dinner, for example, that was like
Right.
once a month. We do it for like, I don't know, $50 a person or something.
Yeah.
Stupid cheap like that.
Yeah.
Like
It
we leave
was.
hella money on that thing. You lost a Buco, duck confit, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
right.
$90, we'll sell it for 50, whatever. It's fine. I don't know. Anyways, but we do the wine tasting, like the vendor, or the
Right.
company rep would come and like bring like 12 wines, and we'd taste 5 or pick 5 for
Okay.
this dinner, 5 or 6, either way. And we'd kind of get drunk, and that's how on these crazy ass meals that while we were doing, I was like, this is like Michelin grade shit that people are getting
Right.
$50, and it was like we'd sell out all the time.
Oh yeah,
And
that
it was so
all the
much
time.
fun. It was, and then through that, I met Terry Emmert.
Okay.
He owns half of Clackamas and Estacada at this point.
Wow. Okay.
He's literally a billionaire.
Okay.
And I was his private chef for like the last 7 or 8 years.
I want to ask about that. I'm always curious, but when you're a private chef, do they tell you, okay, this is what I like? Obviously, they let you know what they like, what they don't like. But once they do that, you come up with the menu every day, what they're having. Is it breakfast, lunch, dinner, or is it just like a dinner service? How does that work when you're cooking for an individual like him?
So for him specifically, it was just for like his parties and stuff.
Okay.
Like hors d'oeuvres, or
Okay.
I don't know. I'd make wild mushroom risotto. Remember that shit I made?
Oh, hell yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I still do that for people all the time because they're like,
That's the first time I ever had risotto. I've never had risotto. I thought risotto was like rice-a-roni with cheese.
You're just stirring. People are like, oh,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
stir the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you do when you cook. You fucking, you're doing this.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like I would have 7 different, like each, because we plate for like 5 at a time for that.
Okay.
And we'd have the plates like in the oven or warmer to be warmed, and then like a garnish station set up. And so it was like less than 45 seconds per plate. That's what
Wow.
And it was crazy. I saw this show called The Bear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like about
Yes, he reminds me of you. Yes, yes,
it's like
yes.
so real, but I usually am positive, like
Yeah.
inspirational, not like
Yeah.
fuck you motherfucker,
Yeah.
inspirational. I don't grind people hard. I
No.
grind them up. I don't grind,
Yeah.
you know. Like I want like I when I was in charge of like hiring and deciding each person's pay, I always maxed it out because I wanted my staff to be happy.
Right.
That reflects down to your customers, you know. So like
Yes.
when I'd have people helping me with catering jobs, I'd pay them like $400 a day.
Wow.
Yeah, like just to like help me plates because I wanted them to be stoked and like happy and
Right.
that whole vibe, you know. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I had Terry Emmer, and then I had Ken and Shree Hicks, which are like they're in this organization called Knights of the Vine
Okay.
Templar. Like
Oh,
literally back in the Black Plague times, you
yeah.
couldn't drink water, so you had to drink wine, otherwise you get the fucking plague.
Okay.
So they had like a Knights Templar guarding the vines, and still today there's like like skull and whatever
No way.
yeah, it's called Knights of the Vine, and they're
That's
like trying to
awesome.
get me to join, and like it's like Freemason kind of shit,
Right.
like level up and whatever. They wear the robes and ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
Oh
cooked for these people
my
these
God.
meals, and for them it was $500 a plate. They would
Really?
it was like a charity thing, or they said it was, I don't know, like people would buy these
Yeah.
tickets, like Joe Schmo to like insanely successful real estate agents, or like
Wow.
all types of people, other
Right.
owners of restaurants that just wanted to come get cooked for by me,
When you
because
cook at that level
at this
for a
point, a
situation
lot of
like
people
that.
kind of know me around here in the.
Okay, yeah, exactly. You have a name for yourself, but when you're cooking at that level, is there a trip? Do you trip out on this plate of mine is going to be $500? And so, I mean, because you always cook at a high level. It's not like your food's always good, but that's something that most chefs dream of.
Yeah, like without sounding cocky, I don't even taste stuff.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just know, like, and then they're like, "It says bomb as fuck." I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay, cool."
Hell yeah. Hell, dude, I'm telling you
It's
guys,
crazy.
I'm
Like,
telling
it's
you
my
guys.
X-Men gift. Like, it's weird. I'm not trying to brag and sound like an asshole or whatever. It's just like that's just the way it is.
It is what it is. I can testify to that. Like like no joke,
Anything in
not
the
because
world,
he's a
but
friend, like for real. His food was out of this world. I loved when Elliot would cook and hate it when he wasn't there. And he wasn't there. He always made it to work, but I loved his food or his specials, whatever special he came up with. I'm one that will order food. If there's a special, I want to taste the special. If the food's good, I eat at that restaurant. And I would just brag about, like I said, Elliot's food. It's just I've never tasted anything like that. I must say another chef that was really good there that came close to you, I would say, is Denali.
oh
Remember Denali?
yeah,
Denali was
she's an
amazing.
executive
Denali,
chef now at a lot of places. Yeah, she was gonna
yeah,
hire
she
me
was
under
um,
her a couple years
yeah,
ago when I needed.
amazing, amazing chef. I mean, I would say other than Elliot Denali's food, she made this amazing succotash with like this lamb chop, and you don't see that a lot. So she would be the next one at the Riverview that I said, wow, amazing. Um, you have a family, you have kids. How do your kids do they want to cook because dad cooks? Do you cook with them? Do you
My
have little
oldest,
chefs running around?
my oldest, she is a vegetarian, but she likes her like she'll make herself cucumber salads and like
Okay.
yeah, caprese,
Oh,
like
yum, my favorite.
caprese, like
Right.
mozzarella, tomato, basil, balsamic reduction. She like eats that kind of stuff,
Okay.
because I don't know. It's like so you were saying like when you have prime rib now, you're like disappointed.
Yeah, because it's
You
not
know what I
that the
mean?
prime rib is not
Imagine
cooked.
what
It's
it's
cooked
like to
perfectly.
be.
It's cooked perfectly medium rare. It's just the au jus doesn't have as much taste. I'm comparing it to when I had your prime rib, and that's the problem. So I don't care if a prime rib's cooked perfectly. If there is no seasoning or the au jus was not good, to me it's a waste. So your prime rib, can you tell us the secret to your prime rib?
We grated fresh horseradish with apple cider vinegar and sugar. That was like and then we'd make horseradish cream out of that too and have that separate. So we had that, the au jus, and the horseradish, all so three things on the with it. So it was like people like horseradish spice or like
Yeah.
the salty au jus, and
Yes.
it like just makes it juicier and like a French dip, same kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. For the holidays, they're coming up. And let me just go back because I think a lot of us have a myth of, if you have a chef that's in a family, he's making all this fancy food all the time. Are you
Yeah.
doing that at home? Do you do that? Is it a lot of fancy food, like 5-star plates?
So my family sometimes will, like, for a holiday, every once in a while they'll be like, "Well, we're gonna do it. You don't have to do anything." And I'm like, "Really? Okay." And then I know I'm gonna end up fixing things or whatever anyway. Can't help it, Like
Right.
you're talking about the French dip and being disappointed at other places. I literally eat the world's best food because I'm cooking for myself all the time. Like
Right.
I sounds so cocky and whatever, but like everything else when I go to restaurants, I'm like, okay, like this
Yeah.
is mashed potatoes or I don't know. It's shit that you notice. Like I just notice every detail of everything. So it's like
Right.
I'm never, unless I'm cooking for myself, I know that part, rather than like
Right.
Chipotle. You get Chipotle and you're like, fuck this.
What chef do you admire? Is there a chef that you look up to that you admire? I mean, do you have those other than yourself, Elliot?
I know, yeah. Yeah, uh, I can't think of his name right now, but he has that place in Copenhagen.
Okay.
It was like the world's best restaurant for like 5 or so years, and then he
Wow.
got another one in Australia.
Wow.
What is it? Oh, it's Noma
Noma.
restaurant,
Okay.
and that was like Michelin's world's best restaurant for like I don't know how many years in a row, and it was like they forage all the garnishments like
Nice. Yeah.
tree moss and truffles and like all
Wow.
this crazy. Yeah, they do get like peat moss and light it on fire and have it be smoking the steak while
Hell
it's
yeah.
served. It's like crazy shit like that. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think let's see. Right now. I work downtown at a restaurant, Italian food. Do you like Italian food? Do you?
my wife's Italian. Yeah, she's
Oh,
like,
is she really? Okay.
yeah, her
Okay.
grandma who raised her was from Brooklyn,
Okay.
and like
Oh, okay. So
her
real.
family's like straight up in the mob. Like there's like old newspaper articles about Carmine, blah blah blah. Or
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. So authentic Italian.
authentically.
Yes, yes. I have to say that one of my favorite chefs, no longer here, but Andrew Bourdain,
Oh yeah,
love to watch him cook, love to watch just all the places that he would go. I love that. Let's see, of course, Gordon Ramsay. I think he's great. I love him. I think it's crazy how he's just turned into this huge brand. I mean, the,
yeah,
the
and he's
guy
nice.
has a show.
He's never like a dick until he gets on camera.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, real? Have you met him?
yeah. He's nice, super nice dude.
Wow. Who
Yeah,
else have you met? Because you've cooked not only Elliot's from Portland, Oregon, but you've cooked all over the world. I mean, you've been a lot of places.
yeah. I was in like I lived in Santa Monica for like almost
Oh my
4.5
goodness.
years. It was crazy. Like I had a condo,
Just a
a
second, I
black.
think I lost audio. Just a second.
Uh,
Let's see. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Is your
Can you hear me now?
just a second, let me make sure it's not. Say
Um, hold on.
okay,
Somebody text messaging me on the computer.
can you hear me? I got you.
You got me back? Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, it was somebody was texting my
Oh,
wife.
okay. Okay. There we go.
It shows up on the Mac, whatever.
It's all good. It's all good. No, I was asking about just the chefs that you've met and the fact that you cook damn near all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of people. I like had lunch with Giada, or
Wow.
like she was next table over. I've
Wow.
hung out with Dennis Rodman.
Wow.
He owned a bar, and he was like open bar for a rap party of it's called a show called Junk Food Flip.
Okay.
And we did 2 seasons of that in San Diego.
Wow.
Or it was like from Brea to San Diego. So,
Okay.
you know where Brea is at? Probably, like
Yes.
LA, Brea.
Yep.
Brea.
Yep.
But yeah, these text messages. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh no, did I lose you?
No, that was you. That was you.
You can still. Oh my god,
Oh, I can still hear you. You're good.
Where is? There we go. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
clicked
good. I
something,
can hear
I
you.
didn't have the screen anymore. So
It's all good. He's gonna edit all this out, so it's all good.
yeah.
No, let's talk about your brand. Let's talk about what you're working on now, what we can expect from Chef Elliot.
Well, there's this place called Troutini in Troutville, and they
Okay.
were very successful for almost 10 years, I think.
Wow.
And the owner's like really old, and she's just wanting to get out of the business. And so we went and walked the space the other day, and I don't know, I might be in the position to either like open it up again as the chef and get salary, or lease it by the company, like turnkey kind of style.
Okay.
It's like 80 grand, and then like 4,800 per month. And it's like,
Wow.
I know, like, if I did do this, I'm like stressed out every day since like it's been brought up, because I know what it takes, like to open a restaurant and hire and train
Right.
and do the menu,
Right.
and I've done it like 5 or 6 times. I've done startups, and it's like, so much work.
Right.
Like Terry Emmert, he owned countless businesses that I'd consult for him for basically free, because he'd hire me for these bigger parties. And
Okay.
it's like, hey pal, he's patting me on like 83, rich as fuck. I'm like, can I get that car when you die? You got like 45 cars. Like, that one? Just one? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because when my dad died, I kind of like switched and like looked up to Terry for a little while,
Okay.
like father figure kind of thing. And he probably thought I was just his like buddy.
Right.
I'm like, hey dad, what's up?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I got some life baggage. Like my older brother killed himself when I was 16.
Wow.
That was when I was in like the first week of Job Corps.
Wow.
Fucking crazy. And he
Yes.
was at the age of 30, so he was like 14 years older.
Dang, Elliot.
I know. And then 2018, my dad like did the same thing. So I was like,
wow. 2018?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yes.
Right before the literal last text message I sent him was, hey, guess what? We're having a boy. Like that was it was like my first son. I got 2 boys, 2 girls now, so.
Right. Right.
And it was just crazy. I had to drive down and identify his body, and it was like heavy as fuck.
And with that going on and other things, because you've dealt with other things, health issues, you've gotten through that. How do you
stage 4 cancer?
Let's talk about that really quick, because I didn't want to bring it up, but
no, it's all good.
Now that you bring it, I just want to be respectful. But
yeah,
I remember when you were diagnosed, I remember seeing your post on, and I remember you would do videos. You were very open about it, and you do videos. And I was just telling someone about you do videos where your hair would come out.
Yeah.
How did you get through that?
I barely got through it.
Right.
I made peace with dying and everything. Like it was like every night I'd kiss my wife and 2 girls, like thinking this is probably gonna be it. Like
Right.
I got down to 120 pounds from 185.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Couldn't eat anything, and the radiation and chemo like only pissed it off. And it was a 7-centimeter tumor on my superior vena cava on my heart, which
Mm.
is the main vein coming down from your brain.
Okay.
So blood went up to my head and didn't come down for like almost 7 days. I got emergency radiation. So I got a DUI like a couple years prior to this. And so
Okay.
I was sober, clean as fuck, actually. Like, did nothing. Court order, I had to get like drug tested all the time, and I do like treatment. So I had
Right.
no driver's license. So I rode my bike to work at this
Okay.
place called Courtyard Fountains. It was like a retirement home. And the reason I worked there for almost 2 years, from maybe it was 3 years, 2013 to 2016. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then, but they were cool with like letting me leave to go do shows for like weeks at a time and then come
Okay.
back and work with them. So I like literally like told the executive chef,
Yeah.
like how to do his job. I was just like sous chef, so I got paid the same. He didn't know, but they're like, oh, you're really the chef, but you're the chef,
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that was a crazy, and we did like I cooked like the most insane gourmet meals. Like they would put up a menu, and I'd spin each dish into these like. I'll send you some pics of that, like
Please.
old folks home food.
Please.
And it's like
Oh,
Riverview quality.
are you
You know what I
serious?
mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just try to make all those old people have the best meals of their life.
Hell yeah, as they should have.
Right? Because
Yeah,
they were
as they should.
$5,000 a month to stay at that place.
Yeah, yeah. They deserve good food.
Exactly. I'm like, fuck, give them the value, And
Right.
but so I rode my bike to work on March 28th, 2016, and I was rolling bread dough out with this guy named RJ.
Okay.
And he ended up working with me down at Riverview too. Anyways, he lives in the Philippines, and he's a dishwasher that I turned into a cook kind of thing. And now he's very successful at it.
Awesome.
So I was rolling dough out with him, and he's like, "Chef, what's wrong with you?" Like, basically, I look like,
Okay.
when you like pressurize your face, your veins bulge out on your.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I look like. And I was like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" Like, I'm just like probably high, because I was really fucking getting into this rolling. I'd have to do 300 bread rolls a day.
Okay.
Like, roll it out. So I was like trying to get it done quick, in like 20 minutes. And it just, that day, this tumor decided to like pinch that vein just enough where like I stroked. I was literally, by the time I was like, oh yeah, I probably should go to the ER. Like I was like blacked out.
Wow, Elliot.
I don't remember any of that shit. And then I went to like Mount Hood Hospital, and at that point I was bleeding out of my eyes, my nose, my ears. So my head was just blood not coming down. So they thought I had Ebola. It was right around that time.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
2 people up in Washington State had it, and it was like 2 weeks earlier. That's when that news story hit. So they were like in these outbreak suits with me, and then, has he thrown up any blood to my? They're asking my wife. She met me at the hospital, and right then I like exorcism blood. Just
wow.
And then they had to wheel me into emergency radiation, and like because they didn't catch it until they did a PET CT scan. They did like MRIs and regular CT scans, but then it's so insane. There was a nurse that literally had the same fucking thing happen to her. Or no, I think she was the ER doctor.
Okay.
She had the exact same cancer as I did, the same exact way when she was a kid.
Okay.
Like so fucking ironically perfect. Like she saved my life because.
Right. They didn't know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, they didn't know.
So she was like, "Yep, emergency radiation, blah blah blah," and I got the strongest possible radiation chemo you can get. Everything fell out everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like 12-year-old kid. Woo! Yeah.
How long did you go through that? Like how long did it take to beat cancer? Because you beat cancer. I mean, You
Yeah,
beat
so
death.
they officially diagnosed me April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2016, which is
Wow.
like, what the fuck? Like, cool joke, guys. I don't know.
Mm,
But I
right.
was up at OHSU on the hill in Portland
Right.
at that point for like first couple of weeks, just like zombied out
Mm,
because my head was still full of blood. Like it took so long for it to like barely come up, after like
okay.
7 radiation. Because I did radiation every day for like 8 days in a row.
Wow,
Usually
Elliot.
people get it like blocked out, like they'll do every 14 days or
Okay.
a month. They'll do radiation with their chemo
Right.
after. I got it
Every day.
every day for 8 days. And then that was it. That's all they could give me.
Mm,
Like the max your body radiation can handle.
wow.
So like if I got cancer again, I don't even know if I can get radiation again.
Because you've had it so
Yeah.
much.
So like basically microwave my insides.
Right.
So yeah, it was like nuts.
Was there like once you were in remission and it's good,
It
you're
was
good.
so I was dying with chemo and radiation, and I had a cousin come over and literally pour this cannabis oil called Rick Simpson oil down my throat, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can eat! Oh my god, like I feel okay, like it's like."
Wow.
And so like 3 weeks later, I had a PET CT scan because I started taking that stuff,
Okay.
and there was 40% reduction in all my tumors. Because that when they
Really?
did a biopsy on the tumor on my heart, it spread.
Yeah.
It was like a water balloon. When they poked it with the needle, blood cancer pops like a sack. So it spread
Mm,
my lungs, my throat. Like I had cancer everywhere.
right.
But I started taking Rick Simpson oil from this specific strain from Jack Herrera. Actually, the dude, like his son Mark or Michael Herrera, gave me these seeds, these strains to grow, and I grew these plants into oil to
Wow.
save my life. Yeah, it was crazy.
Really? For real?
Yeah, so ever since then, I've helped like over 200 people beat cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and I provide the oil free. I just like, hey, if you want to give me some money, cool, but I just want to
Right.
pay it forward. So I've spent like $600 a week on it when I was taking it.
How many years has it been since you've been cancer
Nine,
free?
9 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Elliot. I mean, do you feel like food and cooking is therapy for you now? I mean, you've always done it, but does it mean more to you now? Like when you've dealt with something like that,
So
obviously life changes for you. The way your outlook would change on life.
so it's 2013 to 15, I made like umpteen, shows, and I did Beachbody's Fixate Diet with
Wow.
Autumn Praise
Okay.
Second Body, and did Junk Food Flip with
Okay.
Nikki Dinky and Bobby Dean, Paula
Okay.
Dean's son. So I met Paula Dean, met Bobby
Oh,
Dean,
okay.
worked with them, worked with
Wow.
Nikki Dinky. She was like a Top Chef champion for one
Okay.
of the seasons. So basically, if you win Top Chef, you like celebrity chef now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely love Top Chef. One of my favorite shows. But
But
yeah.
so after I worked on shows, it's like you're not allowed to be on shows as like contestant because
Okay.
I'm like the dude making the beautiful one coming out of the oven.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know what I mean? I'm making all them look real good.
Okay.
Like, okay, you got like I'm watching a monitor like real time what these celebrity chefs are doing on camera.
Okay.
And so for Epic Mealtime, it was just like these guys would just drink whiskey and eat bacon strips. Like that was like their thing. YouTube money. Like that,
Right.
they were first generation YouTube money, making 30 grand a week on just like
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
each,
The old
they did,
YouTube. Yeah.
yeah, they made millions of dollars. They opened up
Right.
like pot and pan line, like all this stuff that I designed for them and helped them with. But anyways, they didn't pay me shit for that. But I was the lead on their show,
Okay.
and my 2 assistants were like very like veterans at production, and I'm like this dude like coming in like I know how to cook, but I've never been in TV. But it's like
Right.
this, you're on a walkie, same as like the army. So I like already kind of
Okay.
do that, and like,
Okay.
yeah, you're constantly so, and like I can just throw down cooking, so I was given the chance to do
Hell
that,
yeah.
and so
Do
we
you
did.
have, are you thinking about a cooking line like pots, pans? I mean, you've done everything else.
Yeah, I did a knife company called Fearin Knives.
Okay.
I had did all their advertisements as like trade out as like 2% owner or something.
Nice. Okay.
2% of 10 millions, like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they dissolved the company and fucked me over when they went out of business.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you were also telling me about your autobiography. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So I got kind of like this deal. I'm working with Netflix, hopefully. Let's
Really?
sell them like my memoir, or that, like with AI nowadays, like I literally tell this AI agent every fucking crazy story that I've lived through, like
Okay.
these unbelievable situations that
Right.
have happened like
Right.
40 times a year for my whole fucking life, you know, like really nobody goes through any of this. Like
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
people don't go through this.
Right.
Like again after again after again, you know, like all these
Yeah.
traumatic,
Your stories are amazing, dude. Come on.
crazy ass shit. Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah. Remember the pit bull?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember just that alone? The pit bull
That
came back
bit,
to work, stitched
yeah.
up. But I remember that. I was,
It was actually, I tried to.
yeah.
They told me the owners of the two pit bulls that were fighting that I tried to break up. They're like, you got to jump on one of them and pull them apart, otherwise they'll
Mm,
fight to the death. You know, they were like that type of dog.
right.
And so I was sleeping downstairs, and I had one of the pit bulls. It
Mm,
was at Derek's house, and I had his leash tied to the fireplace, like the wood stove door.
okay.
And literally, when his roommate brought down a dog to like fuck with it a little bit, like harass me because I was asleep,
Yeah.
to like wake me up, mess with me or something.
Mm,
The dog broke the leash off the fireplace, and they were like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." So I woke up and dove towards the dog and hit the fireplace mantle
mm,
and exploded my like all the way through my lip. Like,
mm-hmm.
okay, like I got,
Yep. I remember that. Oh yeah, you still got, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, you still got the
I look
scars
like
and all that
that's
puncture.
like I look like that.
Oh right there. Yep.
Famous.
Yeah, I remember, I remember when you came
You
into
want me
work.
to be
It was
Yeah.
like, it was like, Elliot, what happened? I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah, go back
I've
to, I'm
actually
sorry, I
had it
interrupted you.
happen twice though. That literal thing happened to me 2 times in life.
Yeah.
First that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
right through my lip and shit, like
Mm,
plastic surgery type of thing. Then an actual another pit bull at a different house. Actually, they're like, just tell her to shut up. So I lean down, I go, shut up, and it and
that
it
was the, okay.
tore my eye. Like I had to get plastic surgery,
Wow.
like right here. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even tell.
Or I'm not wearing makeup.
That's can't even tell.
Yeah.
Okay, your Netflix story.
Yeah.
So
So
you're doing it.
I joke around and say like Forrest Gump ain't got shit on
Right.
me. You know, like
Right.
I Forrest Gump, like that was like, you know, half of 1 year of my life, you know, like I don't know. I just like crazy stories. So I'm like sharing it with AI, and it's like putting it all together,
Right.
which is insane to me.
Yeah.
Like a full blown screenplay
Wow.
written out. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. I would definitely
So
watch.
it might be famous. I don't know. It's all like I wish I wasn't making it up. You know, it's like
No, I get that, but it is amazing. I think your story, definitely should be on Netflix. I think that a lot of people would watch. I think the inspiration that they can get from you and
mhm,
from your story, especially with the cancer, just that alone, and then all the other things that happen, and having amnesia, and
yeah.
still pushing forward, still cooking, and then being in rooms with people that most would dream of when they reach the level that you're at. What can we expect from you in 5 years?
Um,
I know, right? I know.
That's like, I don't know. Like, I'm really like on the fence right now. Do I want to just keep doing more production? Because I turn a lot of jobs down.
Okay.
Like I could work consistently, but
I'm
it's
sure.
in LA, and it's like, fuck, I don't want to be away from my kids and wife, especially
Right.
after cancer.
Right.
Especially after cancer. Before cancer, I was like living the fucking dream because I wasn't as guilty. I lived on 8th and Pico in Santa Monica, which was like multi-million-dollar condo.
Wow.
I stayed in for the Epic Mealtime show with Joe Lazo, and it was like just we'd ride bikes to the beach and like go eat $800 meals with our Amex because that's research we needed to do, to be able to produce this kind of like, always perfect food. Like literally it has to be perfect.
Right.
Like we have, like, we call them swaps. Like, so there was that Derby doll movie, the roller derby movie that came out like 2013 maybe or something. I don't know.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yep.
So that was like really popular, like roller derby at the time. So we went with Epic Mealtime and made a 6-foot chicken made out of chicken. Chicken breast, and it had a keg in the middle of it. I'll send you a picture. Yeah. But these people ran up and started eating the real chicken off the 6-foot chicken made out of chicken. We're like, no, this is 2 days to make, that food is not edible, like
wow.
Swaps on a plate like of the same food and hand it to each like member that's like on TV or whatever that they film.
Right.
That they're eating food, like, but some people that night just like were like fucking ate that chicken. I'm sure they were spending the week on the toilet, kind of thing. But we
do you think you'll go back and
drunk and just rowdy? Yeah, it was like 300 people. So,
right. Do you want to do another show? I know that you have family and all that, but do you think you'd go for it again?
Yeah. So I just did like a Shark Ninja thing about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And on that show, I worked with this lady named Monica. I can't remember her last name, but she's the world's
Monica Stout, right?
Yes, she's the world's best fucking cake maker, and she was my like assistant for the day. And I was
she
like,
really?
Yeah, it was like mind blowing. Like I was just like,
yeah.
She's the lady for Is It Cake? Like you can't tell real or cake. Like
right.
They're that good. She made a cake out of Danny DeVito in that show, All Sunny. It's Philadelphia.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love that show. Yes.
So Danny DeVito pranks his friends in that show with him being dead in the hospital, but it's really cake. So he comes in and cuts a slice of his face, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" Because they thought it was him dead. I don't know, but she made that cake.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did she make that cake?
It's just like I worked with a lot of people like that, where I'm honored to work for you. Like for every time I had this girl named Sarah working for me, and before me, she was Bobby Flay's assistant for how he got started is he would cater MGM movies.
Okay.
With like hundreds to thousands of people that were working, like production, like crafty, all that kind of shit. Catered meals, because every time you do a shoot, you get lunch. They cater out every day.
Right.
And then the crafty is so amazing. Have every little snack and drink, gum, and whatever you need, like just to eat at all times. So, but with him doing that, and I was like, well, you were Bobby Flay's assistant. Now you're like my next, like the next person down.
Right.
I didn't get it. Like I just got lucky, I guess. But
if you can
my boss Joe,
go ahead.
I'm just gonna be real. He's a gay man, and he hired me thinking he could sway me to join the I'd be like, dude, come on, man. I'm married.
Wow.
But he'd bring me to like bathhouses and shit to fuck with me. Like, all this stuff. They'd be like, hey, you want to go out to eat tonight? We're gonna go out to this club. And I was like, yeah. And then you get there, and it's like gay dudes dancing in bird cages and like
no ass
chaps and shit like that.
Wow. The
But
things you've experienced, the things you've
yeah,
seen.
it was fun. It was, I mean, honestly though, like before that, I wasn't like a bigot, but I wasn't very experienced with any type of like, gay or,
Right.
just wasn't
I get that.
experienced yet. But it
Yeah.
was like, it's cool now because he's like my best friend in the whole fucking world.
Right.
And he's married to another dude,
Nice.
and that you would never ever think that he's like a very like manly man.
Right.
It's like all this stuff is like, it blows my mind, it's like made
I
me,
bet.
I'm like the most unjudgmental person you ever could see.
You really, yes, I know that to be fact. Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
I would hire like homeless people at Riverview,
Yeah.
literally. Like they would ride their scooter. Remember that dude? He'd ride that gas-powered scooter down the hill,
Oh
and he
my
was
gosh.
straight out of prison. He was straight out.
Yeah, there were so many that you did hire. I mean, you really did. You gave everyone a chance, and that's what I loved about you was the way that you did run the kitchen. No
Mhm.
one's was a. And another thing I have to say, as a server, I worked for a chef in Seaside, and this guy was great, but he was Satan. He was horrible. I mean, he would cuss out all of us, and some of us would be in tears, but that's how it was. But working for you, that's what I respect is that if a server made a mistake, you didn't trip, you didn't cuss us out. It was, not happy about it, but still you'd have it out there.
Most of
You
the time,
weren't
I
like
even go
that.
out
It
to the
was,
table and apologize. Like I'd take the blame most of the time. I
yeah, you
go
didn't,
out and be like, I'm so sorry. Like we served you a well steak and you ordered mid rare. Like,
right.
my
Yeah, I
bad.
remember you take that
I
to
can't
heart. I
be
remember,
everywhere at every time. If I could be
right,
everywhere at every time, fit
right.
flaws. But like I just sometimes you like people you can't even get to hire good people. Like they don't apply or whatever. So you
Yeah,
get like just average dudes that don't give a shit. And I'm like,
right.
oh,
And then you find out that they have so much talent if you work with them and help
well,
them out.
I don't like ride their ass, but I'm like, I stay on them and like, I'm like, I don't let them fuck up. Like
Right,
nice. Like I show them how to do it. I guess
right.
like you slice in green onions, like just like, like big old
Yeah.
chunks. Oh, that's like the worst pet. One of the worst pet peeves: green onions and lemons. Like cut them fucking right.
So holidays are coming up.
Mhm.
Favorite holiday meal to cook?
What have I
I
been
know.
doing? I've been doing like uh crispy Brussels sprouts, I
Oh,
guess.
hell yeah. I love,
Like pork
yes.
belly.
Yes.
We did it at the Fuego when I was a chef there. We
Mm,
did crispy Brussels sprouts with pork belly, like cured
mm.
pork belly. That was like braised, fall off the bone kind of shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
so I do that every once in a while. I do prime rib.
Yeah.
I'll do
Oh yeah.
like, I don't know, somebody's birthday or like New
Okay.
Year's or a holiday or 4th of July. We'll barbecue ribs, short
Okay.
ribs, shit like
Nice.
that. But like I said, my family is like super spoiled because
I bet.
I just throw down and they're like, just
I
like, oh,
bet.
20 items for our holiday. I'm like, yeah, is it enough? I don't know.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Elliot, it's been great having you on the show. I've enjoyed you. I really appreciate you opening up, sharing everything with Rossie's Clubhouse. You guys, this is Chef Elliot. His link will be in the bio of the video. You guys will be able to go to his page. Send him a message. I mean, Elliot, what about the goodness, let me see. We have sexy meat rubs. We have pestle and mortar, private chef and catering. Are we able to buy your seasoning blends? Are we able to buy that online? Is
So,
it out
yeah,
yet?
yeah. So my like the parent company is pestle and mortar, and
Okay.
then I kind of run everything through that.
Okay.
Like the sexy meat rubs is an 24 karat gold, like perfect seasoning infused. So it's like a perfect like you think of Lowry's or an
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
seasoning, something like that. But it
Okay.
has gold flake in it, and so it makes,
Wow.
I call it, make food sexy. So
Yes.
like, remember
Yes.
that Salt Bay dude that was like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like doing that shit,
Yes. Yes. So we're able to get that.
Yeah, I just I have a Facebook page that people I just checked
Okay.
today, and I was like, oh my god, I have 8 orders. When did this happen? You know, like
Okay.
it's
We'll
getting time.
definitely we'll update the links. I'll make sure that we add Elliot's Facebook page. You guys can go there, get the sexy meat rubs. You guys, the holidays are coming up. A lot of you guys want to do prime rib. I
Yeah,
promise you,
I use
Elliot's blends are
how I
absolutely
learned to
right.
use that for your prime rib that you liked. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I will be buying some for the holidays because we are going to do a prime rib here. So, anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning into Rossie's Clubhouse. You guys, thank you, John DeGregorio. He's the producer, also helps me direct the show. Thank you, Elliot. Please, Elliot, keep me updated on the Netflix
Oh yeah.
deal. If that happens, I would love for you to come back. I would love for you just to come back and do an update show and just figure
Yeah,
out
we
where
could
you're
do
at, if you bought the
it.
restaurant, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, please. Is there anything you want to say? This is your time before we're gone.
No,
Nope.
no.
Okay. All
I
right.
had a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
I enjoyed going back memory lane and just
Yeah.
remembering you and just I'm not surprised that you are where you are, and
I'm
God
gray
bless you
now,
on
though.
everything.
It's been
It
hard
looks
on me.
good though. It don't change it. It
I'm
looks great.
gray.
It's a
It's
good
so
look.
crazy. Yeah.
It's a good
Like
look.
my
Don't
kids have
change.
turned so gray. No.
It's all good.
Mm.
You guys, thank you so much. Rossie's Clubhouse. We're out.